Saint.
Oh no.
Yeah, what's up?
Saint.
Yeah.
How are you?
No, I'm pretty good, pretty good.
I'm glad you're good.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to run this company, right?
I mean, I'm guessing it's probably hard. Yeah. Listen, Fixer, I just want to let you know something. All right.
Okay.
Regardless if I stabbed him inside this place, outside this place, regardless, he got stabbed by a Mandem member. Usually, what happens with people when things that happen to Mandem, what do people associate things with? You know. So regardless if I stabbed him like in front of fucking Hayes, on the block, whichever one, he was gonna put two and two together and be like, you know what, fuck the Mandem, fuck Mandem Records, you know what I mean? Just like everybody else does.
He literally came for a reaction.
I literally said to him, if you don't take them off, you're getting stabbed. And 5 minutes later, he got stabbed.
He said, whenever someone tells me to take it off, I'll do it. I said, today might be your day. And then you walk through the door. Like,
The whole ass bear. And
like,
the thing is, right?
Warning, bro.
Now, I don't know about you, man. It's one of those things where I'm not gonna let Mandem be taken for dickheads. You know what I mean? Which, I will be honest, I feel like a lot of people probably take Mandem as a gang as dickheads. Right? Listen, we had people be wearing our shit the whole, like, all the time. And then, like, you know, it's just one of those things where
I see Hydra wearing it all the time, though.
I think it's, I think Arnie came and asked us, actually. That's the difference of it. You know what I mean?
We asked, and we got told no, as a whole company.
Actually, I didn't even know Hydra still wore it, to be fair.
I don't know if they still do, I'm just saying.
I know whenever Arnie did wear it, we told him to not wear it.
Look, yeah, I just know it's fucking hard to run this company, and we just lost another
Oh,
artist,
thank you so much for the fresh tea one.
It took a long time to convince him to come, so then to lose him is just long.
The fact that you have to convince a man to come.
Well, I mean, it's business at the end of the day.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
okay, but like, am I wrong in thinking that he didn't do a lot for the company?
Yes, you're wrong.
Oh, I'm wrong in that?
Yes, you're wrong.
Okay, fair enough.
Digigliz is an OG of the game, right? He's an OG. He used to be the owner of Damn Bad Records. He didn't even want to sign here. I convinced him to sign here. He has his own mixtape deck. He has his own everything. He didn't need to be here.
G-Money, thank you so much for gifting that song.
It took me about 2 months to actually sign him.
Thank you.
With a lot of convincing, a lot of schmoozing, a lot of stuff that people don't see. Like that part of the job. Like honestly, I'm and this isn't a thing of you saying or anything like, or even the situation. It's like I was gone for 10 days and you guys were all like, yeah, it's actually hard to do this. So cool. Well, you're gonna say, no, okay.
Well, no,
cool.
I'm not saying. I'm saying like.
No. What I'll say is, somebody else take over the role, like put Saint in it or somebody else, and you'll figure out how hard it is to actually.
There should be a gun emote.
Yeah, and I'm not denying that in any way.
Wait, there is.
But you also have somebody who's disrespecting people that put money into this.
Who puts money into this?
Have we not talked about Patar being so helpful with money as far as like if we need something, blah blah blah?
Oh,
like,
okay. Should we also
people
talk
that
about
are
SK taking money from the company?
Oh no, there's definitely a gun one.
That's fine, and that's something that should be handled. That shouldn't happen, whatever the case may be. Like that's not my business. My point is saying like, this is it not? Oh, like is it okay for him to just be disrespectful? I mean, Saint works here, like.
Yeah, but Saint works here outside of being a Mandem member.
Yeah, I get that, and I understand that.
That's part of where the problem lies. And again, I'm not having a go at anybody. I'm just saying that's the problem. Is and this has always been the same problem what we've had forever. We're Mandem, but we're not Mandem. Like we get associated with being Mandem so much, but we are not Mandem.
Yeah.
Just put in perspective. Obviously, I know my input is not very valuable at all, but do you think it would have been the same at Wu-Chang?
We'll be back. We'll be back.
Yes. What do you mean? It depends on what do you mean? What's the question? What do you mean?
Right. Say for I don't know if they've got their own clothing, but say if there was a CG outfit, do you reckon it would have been any different?
Oh, it doesn't go past.
I don't
3, 8, 8, and 9.
think any different. It'd be any different. I think the problem lies in the people, right? Some people you have to be around the company for a long time to understand different people's characteristics, right? I know how Dick is going to react to being stabbed, which is going to be like that. Hence why I would never push him to that point. This is, again, no disrespect to you, Saint. Saint's not been around people, so she doesn't know their characteristics, right? A lot of people, you're going to get stabbed, you're going to be fucked up for about a week, and you're going to get over it, right? But sometimes you have people who are not like that. Rare, for instance. She found out she got ocean dumped, she left the city for 10 months. Like, you have to understand, that's part of this job. You know, is learning people's characteristics, learning where you can push people and where you can't. Realistically, we could have done 101 things to him before we stabbed him. We could have went and tied him to a car and dragged him along. We could. Why did we have? And I was specifically told I would be fired by a Patar who doesn't even work at this company, by the way. I was specifically told by Patar that if I ever stab somebody or hurt somebody with a weapon inside this building again, I would be fired.
So the thing is, you didn't stab him though. That's the difference. The difference is that man was repping clothes that were for Mandem, not for Mandem Records. He was wearing a fucking other gang's fucking clothing. That's disrespect.
100% agree.
And the fact that he didn't want to go take it off the first time I asked him, or first time I said something about it, the fact that he didn't take it off the first time people fucking warned him about it, that's fucking disrespect.
No, I don't disagree with you on the level of disrespect. But do you not think, okay, then let me flip it onto you, yeah? You are a Mandem member. I run a Mandem business for you guys, yeah? And you stab one of my artists showing me disrespect.
I mean, the thing is, right?
But you don't care.
I mean, the respect for my gang comes first before your respect
100%.
for the main records.
I'm
sorry,
that,
but
no.
The fact
there's other
is,
ways of getting respect, though. Saying you know that, and I know that. I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm just saying if this was vice versa, right? And so if I work my ass off, yeah, and get Mandem Records clothing into the shop, and I say to all of you lot, no, none of you can wear that. You don't do fuck all for this company. Matt would come in there and shoot me.
I think if anyone from Mandem came down, it would have been the same outcome. Like anyone, even the people that do vibe down here with Dick, I still think it would have been the same outcome, bro. It's not like she got violent straight away. She did ask him, bro. She did just speak to him.
I don't, guys.
What I'm saying is he dug his own grave.
We're not arguing over the semantics here of if Saint was right or wrong. Saint was right for what she done. I understand that. But I'm saying sometimes you have to be the bigger person in business and deal with things in different ways.
I understand. I get you. But that wasn't a business situation.
But
that was disrespect.
We was in a meeting for Mandem Records, me and you. You was here
but
because
the thing
of
is,
business.
Again, the thing is, he had disrespect for the fucking gang. The same exact gang actually fucking technically owns this building. They fucking got this building, right? Because I'm pretty sure it was who got this building? T?
I believe so.
So all I'm saying,
I don't disagree. This is not a disagreement. I'm saying to you, there needs to be a time and place for certain things, right? Like me. If GSF come in the building and disrespect me, I'm not asking my friends to ride out because we're at work. But because I got pressed outside of work, I've been disrespected by Hydra, I've been disrespected by Mayhem, I've been disrespected. And what did SK and Batar and everyone tell me? No, you can't do nothing. Shut up. Sit down, shut up. Sit down, shut up. Sit down, shut up. So I have to play my role. Again, there's a difference between, and this is why I don't think a lot of Mandem people want to work here and stuff, is because there has to be a difference between Saint Mandem and Saint Mandem Records.
Okay, but the thing is,
sorry.
Okay, I get that. But again, I'm not gonna sit there and let him wear Mandem things.
Shit, no, I agree with you. So as head of events or whatever, and you know full well that I would back you full 100% fully, I would have backed you. You know that. Could we not have handled it differently from them stabbing a man? And you could have put your business hat on and gone, cool, we're docking your next paycheck, we're doing this, we're doing that, we expect a song out of you in 24 hours, blah, 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 blah. Like, there's so many different outcomes that could have come from this. from a business perspective of doing it.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I get it. But again,
that's all I'm saying. No, I don't disagree.
No, I get what, no, like I said, I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, again, gang priorities over MDMR priorities for me. I ain't gonna let the fucking gang look like I'm get taken for fucking dickheads.
Yeah, true. It's not that, yeah, right? Let's just back up a sec, right? We knew what it was the second she stabbed him. We paved the way. Let's just wear it with chest now. Do you know what I'm saying? Not go back on it.
What do you mean? It's not that. It's this conversation I had with Dick, right? Which is at the end of the day, we're always going to be looked at as a gang now. Because, again, this is the third artist now that's left. One of them being my fault, which was Roy. And Sydney and then Dick. All three of them are going to end up going to ecstasy, right? All for the same reasons of, oh, we were attacked or bullied or this or that, which it ain't that big. Dick leaving isn't that big a deal. It's not like the end of the world here. I'm just trying to understand from my perspective, right?
Okay, so I have a question. Did the other two leaving have to do anything with like them disrespecting Mandem or anything like that, like gang related?
No, but there has been times where Mandem have come in and pissed off those people because of the way they throw the weight around. I'm not saying you specifically, but like when we've had meetings and then they turn up with a TV and pretend they've got to drill a hole in the wall, and when we're trying to have like serious talk, we're always, the best way to say it, is like Mandem Records, we are looked at as like Mandem's plaything. When Mandem are bored and have nothing else going on and we're doing something serious, Mandem turn up and want to take the piss out of us and want to do whatever. And then what we have to do is sit in the back and just shut the fuck up. We have to let them do whatever we want.
That they can split business and, you know, the streets.
We have. That's why that's kind of the conversation we're having right now.
So everyone's ended up at Ecstasy because they don't like being at a gang-owned record label, basically.
Pretty much, yes.
I'll be honest.
They know what they're getting themselves in for, surely.
What's that?
Goons ain't really a gang, bro. I'm gonna keep it stacked.
Well, yeah, I mean, whatever, but you know,
they got schooled hard.
It's not that big. I'm like I say, it's not a big deal. I think it's just interesting. It's an interesting dynamic to know moving forward, right?
Well, think about Wu-Chang as well. That's the same.
Oh no, every label's owned by a gang or a gang member. Every single one. That's not the problem here. The problem here is when the repercussions come, they always come back on Mandem Records. Where the Dick Chiclet's leaving to you saying doesn't matter, right? Like openly, and doesn't matter to Mandem in any way, shape, or form. But it matters to me a great deal because it took me 2 months to get him. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's the. And again, I'm openly saying to you, I would have backed you. I back you. I would have fucking shot all the GS. If you said, "No, we're shooting them," we're shooting them. I've always been ride or die for Mandem. I have been since the day that I got here. I've shot cops. I fucking, done some other things. I'm not gonna go into too many details about, but I've done everything for Mandem. Like, but I'm still just looked at as a bitch. It's like, yeah, cool, bye, Fixer. Get back to the studio. And now I'm like, okay, cool. We're at this point again where I'm like, huh. Other people are now seeing the label as that as well, and it's like, okay, cool. It's an interesting thing to look at and go, all right, we can run the label with me, Chloe, fucking Raiden, whoever, and then just pick up whoever we pick up along the way, the stragglers. But we're never going to be able to compete on that same level as what Wu-Chang do, because we can't get people through the door, especially when we're literally just having a meeting about PR, right?
Yeah.
The PR out there right now is Mandem will come and stab you in the studio when you're working.
Okay, but the thing is, right? It's not just that though. That's not the gist of it, right?
I agree, but that's not what other people hear.
Of course, but I mean that's the whole thing. All. He's gonna spin his narrative however he fucking wants to. But at the end of the day, he's wearing gang clothing. He's in the gang his own self. He should fucking known better.
If he came in here, right? I'm sorry. I'm just theoretically, right? If he came in here and he had his flag on, right? If we took that, do you reckon GSF would pull up on us? I don't know. I'm confused on.
Would they pull up on Mandem Records?
Yes.
Yes, they probably would. If he was to dictate that's where it was to go, yes.
If I'm being honest, I think gangs should be, you know, left at the door, no?
Well, that's kind of the point.
I mean, at the end of the day, do you want to make money for the business, or, you know, I'm not saying not to care about gang shit because it matters, but at the end of the day, this is a business, not a gang hideout. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I get that, but again, the thing is, the man came here looking for a fucking reaction.
Yeah,
he came here looking.
He was asked multiple times.
People told him multiple times. He came here specific. He knew what the fuck he was doing. He knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. He was looking for a fucking reaction. He's the one who started this.
Oh, I'm not saying he isn't.
I'm guessing it's situational, right?
Yeah,
no,
you would have had to have been there to see it. Like, it was disrespectful as fuck, and he got what he deserved. That's my, like, bottom line.
Yeah, I think he's come down here. He looked for a reaction. He got a reaction. We went down to GSF.
He literally stopped in the door.
Let's just carry on what we're doing. Like, and just do it with chest. Like, not back out of it now. If the guy wants to go ecstasy, it's a no. You're not going to get him back. You know what I mean? He's come here. He looked for a reaction, got a reaction. Maybe he planned it. You know, who knows? Maybe he didn't want to be here and he wanted to be ecstasy.
Possibly.
So how much does this affect the label?
Not particularly like a great deal. Dick Chick is a great artist, and he was a great engineer.
And the thing is, Fixer, even if you were to tell him that I did it, a chained Mandem member did it, the outcome would have been the same. He would have left regardless.
Even if it didn't happen here, I completely believe even if it didn't happen here, he would still have left.
Where.
Oh no, I disagree with you there. I disagree with you there.
I don't personally.
Nah, I don't.
But you don't know him.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
We did just basically take on Eminem last night. You should see this
dude.
Guy
He's so sick. Oh my god.
It's crazy. He mixes masters. Sounds like fucking Eminem mixed with Logic, bro. If
He's
Dick
sick.
Chick is gone, we've already found a replacement. I'm just saying.
Easy. And plus, I mean, he's been here for. You said Dick was here for 2 months. He only put out what, one song?
This guy Robbie's crazy, bro.
To be fair,
like the thing is, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying, but the thing is, the outcome, in my personal opinion, the outcome would have been the same thing, regardless if he got stabbed.
I wouldn't go that far.
Regardless if he got stabbed anyway. These people have a tendency to.
It's a different style. Yeah, it's
like
good.
Mandem records in the same pool as Mandem. You know what I mean? Because of the name. So it doesn't matter where he got stabbed. The outcome would have been the same. He just happened to be in the building. He just happened to go there for a fucking reaction. You know.
I wouldn't be saying that if he didn't make.
But I do get what he's saying, though.
But he produced
you know. But it's just this situation. The guy wanted a reaction.
He's an artist, bro.
So.
Yeah, he's really good. I just called him. Either he's not around or he's busy, but I texted him and let him know you're back because I know he wants to show you.
If motherfuckers didn't keep pushing, maybe Mandem would be more.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you that it's crazy.
Is what it is. End of the day. What's done is done. Well, we keep it moving. End of the day, saying I won't throw you under the bus with another gang. To me, I just don't sit around with me, especially in ain't too many men around, type situation. So, yeah.
So
that was a great discussion, guys.
Ice cream so good. Yeah, good.
Listen,
man, good.
All I'm saying, all I'm saying is that the charts on here were crazy. It was off the fucking chart. He fucked around, and then he found out. You know what I mean?
Nah.
That's all I'm saying.
Just seeing the way they deal with that, bro. I don't care if we're 3 versus 6. No gangs pulling up on my fucking clothing store and bitching out like that. I'm shooting. I'm letting you know right now. So don't put me in
the thing is, they had guns.
If you don't want me to shoot,
guns out as well.
If you don't want me to shoot, like, don't put me in your gang, fam. There's no way I'm letting another group of 6 people do that to me.
The fact that they let that happen, I'm just gonna say, like,
that's wild.
That's wild right there.
That's wild, honestly. Block's not wrong. We probably should have just jacked their chains and left. But is what it is, man.
When you touch chains, that becomes a different thing. I feel like beef turns into a war.
GSF are really moving like they're living Vinewood blood. They weren't about it. I don't know why.
They're gangbangers, bro. Like, it's a different vibe.
Is that 500?
No, but they weren't today. It was the strangest thing.
I swear, GSF just sit down, smoke marijuana, and like gangbang.
Pretty much.
It's alright, we paved the way now anyway. I still think them. I don't know. It depends. Like them, I haven't met them before, but I know the others. They might retaliate later. Who knows?
I'm coming up.
How was your PR meeting?
Got interrupted by a man wearing clothing. I hate to say it, but like, I do agree with him on the logo.
About what?
Ice cream so good.
Like, the logo is the
yeah.
MDM
You're not
logo.
wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I don't want to be that guy, but like your chain is your logo. Where else, other than Mandem Records, where do you see this logo ever? Nowhere. No, there's not another piece of business.
Yeah, that we think we just. I think it's just, we hit
anywhere.
500.
That is the Mandem Records logo. So I hate to be
Right.
that guy, but that is the we're not called Mandem Records. We're called MDM Records. MDM Records. That's what the company is called.
I feel like if it was clothing, it would have had a red R on the end. That's my
But
opinion.
why?
I don't know.
That's not our logo.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I don't know. It's two separate things, but I know what you're saying.
Well, okay.
But surely the guy knew,
For
bro.
me, it's like this,
surely
right?
he knew.
For me, it's like this. You know that MDMR has an R. That R stands for records. Like, you know that. Why would you put
MDMR
on?
though? That's what I'm saying to you.
No, I'm saying us. We're MDMR. We're Mandem Records.
No, we're not.
We're not Mandem Record. We're not Mandem Records.
No, we're MDM Records.
What is that?
Okay, MDMR, which is what I typically hear it abbreviated as.
100%.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I just said 2 seconds ago. MDMR.
Yeah, but
we're not MDM. Like, the clothing didn't say records. I think we all know and have a brain and can use that brain enough to realize that it didn't have records on it.
No, but that's,
he knew.
that's not
He
the
knew.
point.
He definitely did.
No. I'm not. Again, I don't disagree with you, but just because I call something Macca's doesn't make the company logo Macca's.
Yeah.
Like, MDM is the record label. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
I see what you're saying. I think we just have a difference of opinion, and that's where that's.
Well, no, but it's not. It's not up for opinion. It's literally legal.
Say, you have to brand it. So what's the let's squash it right now, Fixer. What do you want to refer to?
I can't. It's not me, bro. I don't get to make that decision. That's Tommy or S. Like,
How do we come back to the branding of it?
Tommy's the only person that can make those calls. Again, bro, you gotta remember, I'm not the owner of Mandem Records, or MDM Records, or MDMR, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not the owner. Again, everything just gets thrown at me, and it's like, Fixer, figure it out. Other than Saint, who's here now, I've had no other help from a Mandem member the entire year and a half I've been here, or year, I think it's been, ever. Like.
So how do you want to, tackle this moving forward? Because
I mean, it's MDM Records. MDM Records. That is, like, I've always said this. That is our logo.
We're never referring to Mandem. It's MDM.
Well, I don't think Mandem would want us to refer to it as Mandem. Saint's here. She can only speak for one person. But the amount of times we get confused of, it's Mandem. It's like, no, we're MDMR. That's what we abbreviate.
Yeah, but
that's PR, right?
The way I see it, I don't know where everyone else stands, right? I think Mandem and MDM are the same, and I think MDMR is a complete separate thing. Like, in terms of, breaking it down into letters. Mandem and MDM, the same thing, and then MDMR is like a whole separate thing.
I feel that.
So that needs to be clarified, because in terms of PR,
Saying you're alright.
You just have to make sure.
Yeah, sorry.
And create a narrative, because I'll be honest, like, an attention span is only gonna last like 3 days. Like, if you look at all the bad things that have happened to people in the press, you forget about it in like 2 or 3 days.
I'll be back.
So, like, outside opinions are actually quite easy to change as long as you work towards it.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
So I reckon if we just ensure that we always refer to it as MDM Records and don't say Mandem, then people are just gonna see that.
Yeah, I think referring it to is straight up MDMR is better than MDM Records. It's going to be more understandable. I think that's why the errors come to light.
Okay.
It really is the Ginger family chat all over again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, hey.
I was just saying bye. I thought you were leaving.
Oh, no. I'm gonna be honest, my brain is completely...
Yeah, my brain's melting.
Yeah.
I can't.